Hi, welcome to Connect with Nikola Tesla Codes and Cosmo Fields. My name is Joy, and I'm a spiritual healer and advisor. So today I'm going to share some information about what's behind this coronavirus and what's the tips to help you to protect ourselves. So the information I'm sharing today is basically based on the information I'm receiving and also my observation to what's happening from this crazy time from the social media and everything, every different sources. So so this is basic from my perspective, and also we have some the Nikola Tesla codes team. Meanwhile, she's also connecting with the receiving some information from the Cosmo fields. So I'm trying to offer this information to assist people for a better understanding, and definitely it's not to create, with not tuning into any fear, but just to be aware of the situation so we have more preparation for ourselves in terms of the situation happening at the moment. So first of all, I just want to say this year, with all so many these things happening, so as you can see, it's getting hard for people to try to stand in a high vibration. And I know a lot of community try to say, that's good thing. They try to stay calm, stay in love. But in the meantime, I think it's also important just to have this. I'm not saying to engage in this social media, but to be aware of what's happening around us so we can get more prepared, such as, for our daily life needs, you might running out of toilet paper, there's suddenly everyone, you want to get some rice or pasta noodles and it's not available. So we still need to be aware of the situation surrounding us, but not into this fear or panicking mode. And so today I just want to have a few focus. So first of all, I want try to explain and share what's behind this coronavirus. And then secondly, I want to share how we can protect ourselves and to in sort of surviving this year. So first of all, I want to talk about what's behind this coronavirus. So from a normal situation, any person can sense this is unusual compared to our normal time, because I think we know that coronavirus is just a trigger, and the effects, the influence about this virus is actually getting bigger and bigger. It's actually affecting our financial situation, affecting our day-to-day life, and affecting our freedom in a way, because you can see a lot of countries, cities, they're starting to, we say, lockdown. So this is a way of restricting people's movement. Like you are not free to move around. Some people even have to stay at home, and So in this situation, I think most people would say is something's happening. So what's actually happening is that, of course, if you see some of our earlier videos in my channel, I have shared at the beginning of this virus in early February, we had I share a video. You can see it's being unlisted from my channel because it was being taken away. So being deleted by the channel. So I have to make it unlisted. But you can access that video from my website, which I'll be sharing in the description section after this live, after I finish this video. So from there, it's basically through the help with conscious. Okay, so basically, as you can see, our Mother Earth is under attack, and literally, you can say this is kind of war between, light and darkness. In this, what's behind, and then what we see is, so what's the situation in the war? You attack, and normally attack is not just once. It will be one after one another. So even though but luckily we have conscious like cosmos fields from very high vibration. They are they trying to help humanity and Mother Earth. Therefore, there are a lots of energy work being done or still in progress, trying to help with this situation. So the video, if you're looking at into the 2nd of February, we actually we released a video that we were that the cosmos field and Nikola Tesla, they are helping to heal the mother cell of this coronavirus, which is being explained in the video. It's it's literally a program, and then therefore this mother cell has been sent to light. But then we realize this cannot stop what's still happening, and then we realize this is just one layer of it. And based on this this coronavirus, if you because from some media they actually release the information, this is nothing new. And in maybe if you have virus, you might have version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4. And I think this time, because it's through the help of the media, it's trying to create this fear by simply it might starting with the symptom of flu, but then it's raising the bar, making people feeling this is not more than that. So I really trying to looking at this from a more objective perspective, but not trying to hiding away what's been happening. But I'm also in the same time, I'm trying to share whatever the information that I am aware, and to assist people who is have chance to listen to this video. Because the thing is, we're trying to review the information, but in the meantime, it's trying to help the humanity or Mother Earth go through this difficult time or crazy time, especially this year. So if you want to find out what's being done in this energy work, you can go to the website, and there are some recordings, and I'll be in combination with today's information. I'll be released what has been done, and then how through this, how we can help us in this situation. So with this, so the first of all is the virus. I think if you're looking at the media, it says it's already in different strength, they've been changed to different this and that. But I think we just need to do the basic preparation, like protection, right? So maybe I can say it's about what's behind is about the frequency energy connection. So basically, even coronavirus, it has its own vibration, and same with Mother Earth. So for example, this is Mother Earth. Oh. And then there are humanity, we live in all these places. And then when Mother Earth it's getting sort of, all these viruses attack, cancer attack, or I don't know what's a better words, but this is like intruding, like so if we can say coronavirus has certain vibration, and then it's trying to influencing, the Mother Earth, bring the excuse me. So basically, this trying to influence the Mother Earth and whatever, this agenda is more like you can read it from other places. They are talking about like depopulation, create fear, because fear is actually the food, the energy for the program, things like that. I think this is not something new. Everyone, lots. If you are in people in this interest in this area, you will know a basic understanding of what's happening here. So even there are, and apart from the coronavirus, I think this is just the surface, because even just that, through the influence of the media, is already creating the impact. So the coronavirus itself doesn't really have to have that in terms of like killing people. But just the fear itself is already affecting the economy of the country, already affecting like some people or some country that being locked down, and people they can stay at home. Literally, what's the difference to like a prison? You can't go anywhere, you have to stay at home. So it's already into this controlling mode, and so there, if you stay at home for 1 or 2 weeks, it's probably okay. You think, just to relax, but imagine if they extend it to 1 month, 2 months, then people will go mad, because it's like you lock in the jail, you can't do access anything. And you can see some news from the media from certain places, they are in that situation. So it's creating more this sort of energy behind. So the point I'm trying to say is, we don't really have to be scared or fear about this coronavirus, because we can do how to say this. So we just not tuning into the energy. In the physical level, it boosts our immune system. We eat healthy, and to keep your have enough sleep and eat properly, and try not to fall into fear more, because fear would actually lower your immune system, and you got more chance to get all this low vibration energy intruding. It doesn't have to be this coronavirus, because this is just everywhere at the moment, and everyone just just get freak out, just from listen to, if you can, every day the news give you the number, it's increasing, and it's trying to show this curve, and just by looking at the curve, it's actually freak you out, because you don't know when it's going down. So assisting Earth and humanity, and they are doing some energy work in the background. So no need to panicking. But because we are living in this reality, we just need to do a proper protection, and which I'm going to talk about it in the second part of the video. So I'm just giving some background information to tell, just to share what's behind this coronavirus. It's not really the virus itself, but the effect is creating the ripple effect of this, how it's actually affecting a lot of people's day-to-day life. Even we're trying to stay calm, but you try to buy some toilet paper, there's nothing. You try to buy some pasta, there's nothing there. So with that, I think it's a good idea to prepare even couple weeks of food at home. But I don't mean have to having this panicking, just okay, we know the situation and we do whatever we need to do, and just be prepared, because you never know, because sometimes not in your control. Of course, we try not to manifest, but one day you receive an email, or once your work or your country will give you restrictions, or you have to stay at home, or your family member, they are not going to work or going to have to. In this physical or emotional level, we try to stay calm. And the good news is, this year, that this situation won't be, it won't go over to next year. So it will be basically, how to say this, is all this chaotic is most likely will be, finishing. It will be toned down by the end of this year. So no need to panicking. It won't be last forever. So the another thing I want to share is, I also saw in the media they are sharing the coverage of the coronavirus is actually overlapping the coverage of the 5G technology. So if anyone you are familiar with 5G, this is very certain frequency, and it's actually influencing our, like a microwave. It's a common knowledge, like everyone knows it's not good for our health. But what happens if it's in a bigger scale, a more strong energy field, and it's actually, imagine this is 5G vibration, is being created like a grid, like a net, and then we are affected. And with this, all this frequency vibration, and of course, is we can relate to what the Nikola Tesla talk. He been talking about, you want to know about energy, to know about energy, frequency, and vibration. And this is exactly what's happening, that through the control, or all this vibration, they can have influence in our many layers. It can be our physical, it can be our thoughts. So how we gonna handle this situation? Okay, so with 5G, I just finished this part. So with the 5G, because it will have some influence, and I think it's also contributing this situation more or less, because we don't have the proof and evidence to tell, like to make statements saying, oh, this is because, it's related, it's in like the proportion. I can't really give you a proportion, but it's more like more or less related to a certain extent, because once with this influence, it can, like lower our immune system, or this or that, or it can maybe emitting certain frequency vibration. It's kind of influence people in that way. So, but the good news is, there is another energy work being done to the help of cosmos field, and there is some vibration. I don't know how to say that, like some like a decoding. I don't know how to put this word, because this is the field that no words. So we can just say, in terms of frequency and vibration, what the energy work being done is to reduce the influence of 5G to the planet Earth. So there are some part of work has been done, and I will be sharing part of this activation in my channel. It may be next week, come next few days, or depending on my availability. And I'm trying to put it up so you can have access and understanding, what fields are included. I can give you maybe, I think it's not in front of me, but we have some a lot of field getting involved and helping to adjust the frequency vibration from the 5G. So to tone down the influence affecting humanity. So there's a good news about it. So that's why I want to share with people, to my, to this, the viewer of this channel, say, don't need to panicking. Even we are in the Mother Earth and humanity into this difficult time this year, we're still receiving assistance from higher vibration fields. So, so I would encourage, if you listen to this video, you subscribe our channel, and remember to click the bell button so you get updated. Because in this in the future, especially this period of time, I'll constantly update, like energy update regarding to what's behind the scene and why energy work being done to assist with humanity and Mother Earth, and also in the personal level, how can we keep up with this, these big changes. And as I mentioned in my last video, this year is year 2020. So 2020 is very interesting year. People talking about it's a year of master builder, and what are we building? Right? Because we can, if you look at the situation at the moment, it looks like you can see from two sides. Are you building from what side, like a bright side or the dark side? Looks like the dark side is trying very hard to building something, right? As you can see, fear, control. How many countries in this lockdown? Lockdown is the byproduct of this influence of coronavirus, and then the consequence is, people being controlled in the physical freedom. Once people in that mode, like, if people lock down at home for like few weeks, 1 month, people will go mental because you don't know how long it's gonna take. And if people have access to this information, you will know it's only temporary, that's fine. I just have to deal with what I need to deal with. But for these people, they have no understanding. They will have enormous fear because they don't know do they have food to eat tomorrow, what time they could get out, and they have bill to pay like everyone else. So it's gonna be, for some people, it's gonna be very in that situation. So that's why I try to explaining what's behind all this. So this is really, it's just a trigger, and we don't really have to be fearful about it. We just be, okay, we know there's something there, and we just do whatever we need. It doesn't mean like, oh, I'm not scared and I'm expose myself in that. We don't have to do that, right? Because you don't have to take the unnecessary risk. So we just have in this have at least we know what's happening, and we just being prepared, like protection. There's a second part I'm going to talk about, the protection part. So up to now, I think at the moment, I cover this coronavirus and the influence on 5G, and the next one I'm really trying to talk about is the on the protection level. So, and then in this protection, so I'm actually going to introduce everyone about this Nikola Tesla tower. Okay, so if you are familiar with Nikola Tesla tower, or you're not familiar, you can have a Google, do some, a quick Google. You're able to find out it was an invention from Nikola Tesla like 100 years ago. And then he trying to create this tower to offer humanity with free energy. And this, you can say this connect to 0 point energy, and there are lots of scientific information you can find from the Google. So I'm not going to cover that part. But why I mentioned this today is because Nikola Tesla, which I connected, through the energy work I started last year, and is from another cosmos field. It's different. You can say it's like higher consciousness of the Nikola Tesla, who is incarnate in this on this planet, but it's from a different cosmos field. And you can refer to a few videos I have made in this in the Nikola Tesla Code series, the playlist. You can go through that and you have a bit more understanding. So I don't have to, I'll cover a little bit, but each video you will get something out of the work we're offering and how the cosmos field and also Nikola Tesla from another cosmos is helping humanity and Mother Earth in this time, but also as a personal growth. We're talking about ascension, but what's the real deal is going to be revealed more and more on this channel. And the Nikola Tesla team at the moment, we have like me and Mima, we are more like a front line, but we're also on this like a journey of we start kind of on this self-growth journey, and it's really transformational. We will all see there'll be more and more people joining us, and we also have some ladies join us. They are more in the future, that if you join our group session, you will understand the individual more. So the next part, I really want to talk about this Nikola Tesla Tower. So because when we, each living being, energy being, it's all have its vibration signature. So for the Mother Earth, she has her own vibration and energy signature, and same with this, but this is more like a program. So we don't, most likely some can also vibrate very high vibration, but they will have some agenda, and so. But the thing is, I'm trying to focus today is, okay, we say each energy, each living being or energy field, we have our own signature, and we all vibration certain frequency and vibration, and we also like each of us is also like a radio station. We all have like antenna. We all have this energy connection, and okay. So if we say this, I remove this one. So if we're looking at this is our energy field. It can be a cell, it can be an individual, it can be a Mother Earth, it can be a cosmos. So it doesn't matter. It can be very big and can be very small. It's just the different scope of a consciousness field. So this is our energy, and all the time we are like an antenna. We are connecting to all the frequency vibrations, and that's why like a radio station, whatever the frequency you're tuning into, you can connect with certain energy. And sometimes people that are more opening up, they actually can receive the information, and that's why we have people that were channeling certain beings, but we are all in a way channeling certain energy field, and you might be aware or not aware of, because our body is really a vessel, and from time to time we can receive the information from our higher self or from the influence of the program as well, like in different energy levels. So when we talk about the protection, this is now we are talking about protection. So imagine we have this 5G or coronavirus trying to attack. They have to find the frequency match. right? So if you're looking at that way, so you need to have a frequency match. So what are they targeting? They are targeting people have low vibration because it's more close to them. Or that's why the media create fear, because they lower down your vibration first so they can attack you. So that's why don't buy into. You can watch the news because we need to know what's happening around surrounding us, but just be the observer mode, like when you watch the movie, right? So, oh, okay, this is happening, and what do I need to do, if it's affecting my life? Do I need to buy some food just for, prepare if I'm not able to access in the next couple of weeks or something? It's very reasonable, right? So back to this protection. So I think the first principle is to raise your vibration. So there are many ways to raise your vibration, and in this on the Facebook, I saw lots of spiritual community. They were talking about, embrace love. It's a way of raise your vibration, because you embrace it with love. Because love is high vibration. But the thing is, okay, you try to be having this love, but then once you receive a call, you receive a news, or receive email, something it's not you expected, then it will bring down your vibration very quickly, right? Because if something really intruding in your life, then your vibration will tone down very quickly straight away. If you're looking at the news, oh, that's why, okay, people say not try to, I agree, but it just have give you a bit update and then disengage. That's what we need to, what is option, for you to do. So with this protection, first of all, is we raise our vibration, and there are many ways. Just at least don't keep your vibration high, and don't buy into this. And if anything happening, you can. That's why I try to introduce the Nikola Tesla tower. It is a one option, okay? Because I want to say a little bit about Tesla tower and how it can helping us in this situation. And it's more than that, because think about Tesla tower. Okay. I think I have some message from Dean. Sorry, I will get back to your question. It's not that I didn't see, because I tried to. Yeah, I think if you want to put up your question again, and I'll come back to you. Yes, so if you have any question you want to ask, I will answer the question in the end. So thank you for your patience, because sometimes if I try to answer the question, then I will break the flow of the information I try to deliver. Okay, so with this protection, the best way is to raise the vibration. And sometimes, on a personal level, we have this like up and down, up and down. We are unless if people can maintain in high vibration all the time, and then it'll be easier, right? But sometimes when we are be vulnerable, or if you see your family, or your family or their dear ones, they are affected, then it will affecting you. So I want to say, so Nikola Tesla actually offer this, we say, activation to humanity to embody this Tesla tower. So the Tesla tower, if you're looking at the Google, the image of the tower is like that. And then it's actually the same principle, because it's like an energy grid. So from this initiation or activation, we will be connected to the energy field that is like a power station, like power station, yes, and also like a radio station. Will be connecting to the high vibration energy, and which is will having like a energy, creating an energy field with high vibration surrounding us. So energetically, sometimes we might forget, and in our conscious level, but energetic, we embody the high vibration. And we can also connect because the Tesla Tower is like a living being. So because 100 years ago, he tried to build something physical, but it wasn't successful because, could be this world is not ready for it. So this time, Tesla is going to offer to humanity to have this initiation as a like in energy level. So through this, everyone can be a walking Tesla tower. So how powerful can that be? It's like you are connecting to um, the field, the frequency that is from other cosmos, that is free of contamination. And from there, you can establish the connection you have. There are lots of benefits, which I will talk more in the future video because it's too much. I can't really cover everything in one video. But the main thing I try to say today is about the protection part. And then, of course, I will be sharing more about the benefits we can get from the Tesla Tower activation. So in the protection level, when we in this initiation is actually strengthening our electromagnet electromagnetic field because our energy body is like also it's all like a electromagnetic field, and it's actually strengthen the through this connection with it's like on the energy level. How do I describe? It's not like a upgrade. Okay, yes, like a computer system, right? So it's we upgrade to a high protection, self-sustained energy level. So you are free of this influence, this any low vibration surrounding you. It won't be affecting you as much. You can you know of course we have the tiredness, but it actually boosts your energy level when it's more like a energy boost in a way, but it also protects, offering a protection shield in your energy body. So I the video is already the recording already available on the website, so you can have a look on my website through the link. So there is a question from D. I was just showing concern for affected individual. This vibration is like this song, good vibration. Which song? So with Dean, this song. Okay, good vibration. I didn't really watch that song. Is that song called Good Vibrations? So I don't really. I'm not sure if I heard that song, so I can't answer your question. But through the energy work I have been done. Oh, okay, by the Beach Boys. I might look it up after this recording. So with the energy work I've been done so far, I really get this benefit. So you can sense the energy field surrounding you is totally different. And you know, it's not just for this, but for anything. Like if some people, even surrounding with people, sometimes we have some low vibrational beings, not just people, entity, or whatever you call it. They try to attack us, and this can be creating. You can actually stand. It's like a lightning. You can stand like a lightning, so they can get bust, something like that. Right. So I'm just how much time we had been. Okay. Oh, it's nearly 40 minutes. Okay, so I try not to dragging this video for too long, and I think I have pretty much covered um, the major content I try to cover today. So there will be more energy work coming up, and I really want everyone to check it out and really helping you everyone to go through this difficult time and try not to engage in fear. And another thing I want to make some announcement is for this month, every Sunday in Sydney time in the morning, 11 o'clock, we offer another Nikola Tesla team member, Mima. She is the main. She will be connecting with this cosmos field, and then will be offering some energy reading for whoever is interested. So basically, it will be starting with your birthday, because our birthday are all numbers, and each number has its own frequency, and it's actually affecting your life path for this lifetime for everyone. So it's kind of decoding. So if you are and then it will be based on, we have, everyone can have, depending on how many people join the group, we try to make it a small group so everyone has a bit more time to ask questions. If you have some personal question is really bothering you and you feel really stuck, and we are, through the help with Cosmo Field, it's like through Mima's voice, they will be assisting you to looking at your, your record, like a cache. Also, it could be your Earth Akash, Galactic Akash, Universal Akash, or Cosmo Akash. It's like different Akash, and to make you understand how you can tackle your situation in a more, productive way. Because sometimes one issue we have, it can be in our mental body or our physical body, and sometimes it's very hard because it can be so many layers and can be so for so many lifetime accumulation. So it's not that easy to if we go to a lot of time when we go for different healing, or sometimes we can't really tackle everything in one go, but through this very deep level of reading, energy reading, that is offered by Mima, that is going to help whoever, have better understanding in a deeper level. So I will put up, if you want to register RSVP, please go to the website, and there is a free group energy reading session. So this looking at, there's a date at the top, and then you just send me an email to RSVP. So before I sign off, is there any questions you want to ask? Is there anything you want to, any suggestions, or for our future video you want to know more? You can type in the chat. So just a quick recap. So basically, today I really try to share the information. All this situation at the moment is not just what we see, just coronavirus. It's really just a mask, something, a trigger. But then the effects is, the influence. What's the side effect of this? It's a lot more. It's like a wave, tsunami wave. It's like hitting humanity and the Mother Earth. And hopefully, I offer this information. Is to assist whoever got opportunity to watch this video to have better understanding, and you can have some options in terms of protect yourself. And of course, this is this is one of the options, but my personal experience, I feel is really high vibration energy protection, because we are still in this contaminated cosmos and in this field. And sometimes with this attack is in front of you, right? It's nothing I'm it's like in front of the face. So how we can, and one thing I really want to point out is, of course, this time we're looking at this as a crisis, challenge, or disaster, whatever you call it. But in the end of the day, is we should looking at that way. This is actually an opportunity for us to look within and to looking at why this is happening and how we can grow out of this situation. Because, for example, in here, we know from this, we would know we are not falling into the traps of the low vibration. When you call attack or whatever, you can find different sources from the media, from the energy surrounding us, and we it's more like helping us to be awakened to what we are actually, what is actually surrounding us, and how we can get on top of the situation. It's not falling into this survival mode. So that's why I really encourage, if you watch this video, this is really good opportunity this year to build a foundation, year 2020, build a foundation for yourself in your personal growth, to, if in this difficult time, you learn to see more, see through more from this program or whatever matrix, whatever you call it, and how we can disengage, and then the influence of this reality, and we back to our higher self, and with the help, of course, um, it's kind of, for me, it's kind of, because we all say our life experience like a computer game, and then we try to experience in the computer game. You have challenges and you have heroes coming to help, right? So we are playing this role, and of course, when we got some, entity or low vibration attacks, we also have high vibration beings, consciousness field. They coming to help us, and it's through this different role playing and through this learning we grow. So I really inviting, if you resonate with the information I'm sharing, and I'm really, it's from my heart, my passion, and also the other member in this team, and to offer whatever we, like, everyone playing different parts to spread this work and to help more humanity able to getting out of this situation, and looking forward to grow more and more. And this year, all this information we're sharing is more accommodating what's happening this year, because when we have to handle this before we can talk about something higher. If we say, oh, how we back to sword, and this, like, it's very hard, because we handle whatever this in front of us first, and then later on we will be, after this all dissipate, then we can go higher. So in a few more years to come, there will be more higher level of consciousness field we can access. So this is not like we all growing, and we try to share our experience, and with the assistance with high conscious, we try to, I try to point out, this is more like the assistance for the self growth. In the end goal is not, of course, not to give our power away, because the lesson I learned before, if you know my story, I was involved in the cult, because I thought of the guidance there, or the providing, but ended up it become controlling. So that's why I try to make it clear, all this, we're still receiving assistance from higher being, but you need to see the end goal. If its end goal is helping you with self-empowerment, to help you to grow, to embody your higher self, it's acceptable. At least for me, I think because for myself, I have to go through all this, and to understand how I'm going forward with this journey. It's not easy, but you just have to figure out how you want to do for yourself. So this is really the perspective, the experience, the journey I went through, and I really resonate with this work. And that's why I offer this platform to assist people. Hopefully, in the long run, we get more and more people get to know. This is very high level of energy, and the best way for you to experience is to join us in our free energy reading, or check out the website with many recordings to offer to the public. So, okay, I think I spoke enough. I have talked a lot today. So I want to thank you so much for your support. And you can always send me email or send your question in the comments. I'll get back to you. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video and share around to your loved ones or whoever you think they will be interested on this topic, or assist them with their journey. So hopefully I will see you soon in the next video. So all the best, and bye for now.